Okay. So now say you opened up that email or admissions letter and it doesn't say accept or reject. Instead, it says waitlist. So now the question is, should I accept a spot on the waitlist? The choice of whether or not to stay on the waitlist is really completely yours. That said, should you give up your spot, you'll be giving up your chance to considered for admission cycle for admissions later in the cycle. So if you say no to the waitlist option, there's no way to get back on it, right? You're basically throwing yourself out of candidacy for that school of interest. If you're excited about an offer from another school, you'll probably want to take that offer and begin making solid plans for the future, rather than going through the waitlist process. Because again, waitlist process, there's no guarantees, there's still limited spots. Though most of the time, someone is accepted off the waitlist. So if you're strongly interested in attending that college, it may be worthwhile for you to stay on the waitlist and put in some additional work to make sure you're as strong as a candidate as you can be. Choosing to remain on the waitlist should come with the understanding that you'll have some work ahead of you in order to maximize your waitlist potential. So what we want to talk about next was making backup plans and then preparing to hear back from waitlist applications. So in terms of making backup plans, a backup plan involves confronting the reality that in the end, most waitlisted applicants will not be accepted. This doesn't necessarily reflect poorly on you. Competitive colleges have to turn down many qualified applicants, and there's always an element of chance involved, right? But still, it can be hard to give up on your dream school. The good news is that in many ways, college is what you make of it. Even if another college doesn't initially seem perfect, it can still be a great fit for you. While you're waiting for news about your waitlist status, you should continue moving forward as if you're not going to be accepted to your waitlist school, and think about how to make the most of life at another school. So backup plans, really just thinking are realizing, being realistic, and just accepting that waitlist chances, or getting off the waitlist, is a low % chance. So pretend as if you were never on the waitlist in the first place, right? Just pretend as if things are non-waitlisty and just go about as if you got into another top school of your choice. So next, it's about making the big decision. First, you'll need to make a big decision. Which schools offer acceptance will you go with? Evaluating your choices and coming to a final decision is rarely easy, and its complexities are detailed in our blog post. So we have a blog post called How to Deal with College Decisions and Make a Choice. We'll also be doing a stream on this later this week, specifically about how to choose the best college for you. So if you guys want to check out that live stream, it's titled Decision to Support How to Choose a School, and happens April 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern. And so once you made your decision about where to attend, do whatever that school asks you to do in order to secure your spot in the matriculating class. Don't worry about this decision impacting your chance of admissions off the waitlist. It won't. And the colleges that waitlisted, you knows that making a backup plan is a wise and mature move. So even if you carry forward with the backup plan, even if you're starting to plan to go to a certain school, the schools that you're waitlisted at, one, don't know that, and two, recognize that you're making a mature decision, right? They know that even their schools have low waitlist yield rates, so it's totally okay, and it's totally normal to do that. Okay, next up, in terms of planning ahead, is securing your spot. Many schools ask admitted applicants to submit one type of deposit in order to confirm their enrollment, and times also to confirm on-campus housing. These deposits are often non-refundable, meaning that if you get accepted off the waitlist at your first choice college and withdraw from your backup college, you won't get your money back. So often these deposits are not insignificant, especially if your family income is on the lower end. However, despite the potential monetary loss, this is the safest way to proceed if you want to remain on the waitlist at a certain school. If you're unsure about whether you can afford to do this, discuss the situation with your family and your guidance counselor for more advice. Okay, so that was more about backup plans and like carrying forward. Most of it really just, again, revolved around being realistic in terms of waitlist acceptance rates and just recognizing that it's a really low % yield. So carry on with the next best option for a college and hope for the best in terms of waitlist, right? The one thing we'd stress is if it's in your ability to do, put down the deposit for another school. So at least you're secure in that decision, and pretend as if you're just going to that school, plan ahead for your future that way. And if you get off the waitlist at your dream school, then even better.